What's up, everyone? Andre here, along with Tom and Nick, Steftendo, as you may know from YouTube and TikTok. How is everyone doing today? We have a state of play, so that's pretty exciting, right? It may not be a Nintendo Direct for our audience, but it's still gaming news, especially with rumors of Sonic possibly appearing with that Sonic racing game, and maybe more. So let's go to you, Tom, since you live in the future now, being in Japan. How hyped are you right now, based on what you already know happened, obviously?
Yeah, well, it was an amazing direct. I mean, they announced like the next Astrobot, and no, it's hard though because like nothing can top Astrobot really. Like it'd
It's
be
true.
extremely difficult. But the potential for I don't know, like God of War would be neat for some people. It's probably pretty dated at this point. Uh, Possible new Sonic that would be neat. I hope for more Metal Gear. Or something Kojima related. I don't think you can get both at once. I think that's like a little awkward. That's like inviting your ex over, like having dinner. But no, it's let's see if Sony's changed. It's got new leadership now. It's not big Jim Ryan. It's
Small
now
Jim
just
Ryan.
one, yeah, small Jim Ryan. It's just one CEO. I think Herman Hulst isn't leader now. It's the other guy. So let's see if they've changed already, or it's just like a state of play for the sake of having a state of play.
Yeah, that sounds perhaps accurate. I don't know. I do trust your judgment based on you again being in the future. Before we go to you, Nick, for your predictions or hype levels for this, chat, can you let us know how we're sounding? Are we sounding good? Is anyone sounding off? And of course, I'll ask you again once it actually starts because we can't really tell ourselves. So let us know if we sound okay right now, or if anyone sounds too quiet or too loud. Otherwise, Nick, how are you feeling about the state of play?
I'm keeping my hype level at like maybe like a 5 or a 6 right now because there's a few things that we don't know from Sony and we need answers from for this year, right? Like because we know Ghost of Yotei is coming out this year. There's no date. Hopefully they let us know today about that. Death Stranding 2 is supposed to come out this year. No date. Hopefully they let us know about that today. So those are two questions that I think should have answers for at the end of this state of play. But hope wise, I'm hoping we get Astrobot DLC because we have gotten DLC in the past and it was free, but it was just the challenge levels and then the one Christmas level, which I did play through the Christmas level and it was amazing. So I'm just wanting more Astrobot, like anything. I'll even pay like $23 for DLC that includes more characters, more worlds, or anything.
Would you
Um,
kill a man for more Astrobot?
I think I
Well, this
might.
is the contact power levels of Astrobot. I mean, come on.
That's true. Yeah, more Astrobot would be amazing. That game has been getting DLC updates pretty frequently. In fact, we just talked to the Croc developers a couple weeks ago, which I posted today in our first part of the interview. Go check out if you haven't seen it. It's about the Croc remaster, and they talked about the whole process of getting Croc into Astrobot as a cameo. So there could be more cameos coming, perhaps. So we will see. There's also been rumors. I don't know if you brought it up because I was half listening as I was setting things up. Of the God of War rumors, the God of War remaster. Did you mention that?
Yeah,
Okay, you did.
That's what
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Tom said.
mentioned the God of War remasters of like the originals, like not like Kratos and his boy Saga, his face.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing those back because I feel like the state of the industry is so different than it is when they originally launched. It'll be interesting to see if they made any changes or adjustments beyond just enhancing the graphics. I know there's one part in the game that at least some people will be really excited to see how they enhanced. If
Everybody, how you save is the same.
especially depending if it's even there, who knows what they may change. Especially if they want to bring it more in line with the newer God of Wars, which I don't know if they do or not. Who knows? So if that rumor's accurate, we'll see. I'm excited personally to see more of the Sonic racing game. I'm a huge fan of Mario Kart likes and including some of the Sonic games like Sonic All Stars Racing Transformed. So it'll be fun to see what this new version's like. But we barely got a look at it last time. It was just like a pre-rendered trailer, I believe, right?
Yeah, it was I think 30 seconds, if that. And the thing is, we don't even know if Sonic's in the game. We obviously know because of the title, but it was Shadow in the trailer.
Was it
So it's
Shadow?
like, yeah,
It
it was
would.
just Shadow in the trailer, so it might not even be Sonic.
How bold would it be if there was just no Sonic in a Sonic racing game? I would respect it. It's like, all right, that's fair. You're doing something different with this. Or maybe
Yeah, I mean the year of
Sonic's.
Shadow's over, so I
Good
mean
point.
maybe they're doing a second year for him.
Yeah, it
We
could
got
be.
a couple of game mentions in the chat. People are saying Halo, but that is true that Microsoft could be here in some capacity. I remember reading Senua Sacrifice might end up here, which would be interesting. And mentions of Insomniac and Wolverine, and noteworthy that Tim Price, the founder of Insomniac, retired recently. So that'd be interesting.
It would be. Though Tommy missed the most important comment, and not just because it's from a YouTube channel member, which, by the way, makes it easier for us to see your comments, but they said, I'd love, it's Almangello who says, I'd love PSVR 2 compatibility for Astrobot Rescue Mission. I guess so. Are they specific? So they want that. They want the original game back for PSVR 2, which would be amazing. I would also take a VR version of the new Astrobot. Either way, make VR happen. That's where Astrobot got to start. Why haven't we had a proper PS? Like, why? What is Sony even doing? Like, they're one of their marquee VR games, and they're like, oh, why is PSVR 2 not selling? Because Astrobot isn't there, you idiots. Put them out there.
It's true. Yeah. How good Astrobot is now would and how well it's known. I think that would sell people on trying the VR version.
Yeah, and it's such a weird history for Astrobot, starting on like PSVR, then getting like a time.
Oh, Nick froze. Oh, everyone froze. Can you guys still see me? Yeah, I think it can. What the heck happened here? Did time freeze? Did time itself freeze? I'm a little concerned. Can you guys still hear me? Chat, are you guys there? Is the whole thing... You still see me? Okay, good. You can hear me too, right? Well, I guess it's a one-man show right now. What the heck happened? What happened? All right, let me see if I can fix this, chat. Let me restart the call with them. So let me... Give me a few seconds here. I will be here. You will still be able to hear me, hopefully. Give me a few seconds here, though. Let's turn that off. Let me restart the call with these guys. And pray it works. Oh, and my Discord just turned off entirely. So I'm still here, chat. Don't you worry. I'm coming back. Hopefully you can still hear me. What? My Discord is just like going crazy right now. Apparently it's due to a hamster named Nelly. This hamster needs to get it together. All right. Let me go back into the call. Oh, wait.
All right, here you.
Okay, I think we're back. All right, let me...
Yeah.
Hopefully this works. Let me check this real quick. There we go.
Right.
Sorry about that, chat. All right, hopefully we're good. I don't know what that was about, but...
Yeah, it looks like we're back on the live stream too, so that's great.
I'm more happy that wasn't an internet issue. That would be the most annoying thing, but...
Yeah.
Sebastian says we were so addicted to Nintendo that we're clearly underestimating the PlayStation Vita from 2011 to 2016. It is kind of funny how the Vita wasn't all that different to the Switch. I mean, the main thing, obviously, is the inability to switch. But yeah, Nintendo just understands the handheld market better than anyone. Though with the Portal becoming a thing, maybe that may renew hope. I think they teased the potential of there being a new handheld, or it's been rumored at least. So we'll see.
But yeah, to go back to what you were saying, Tom, with Microsoft being here, and people in chat were saying about Halo, but I don't think Halo isn't confirmed, but we know it's going to be coming at some point. But games like, Indiana Jones was confirmed for spring for PS5, but we don't have a date yet. And then Forza Horizon Sport, or whatever the most recent one on Xbox, that was also recently confirmed for PS5, just for a spring release date, but no date on those either of them. So hopefully, again, we get answers on release dates for some of those games in this state of play.
Yeah, it's I'm sure we'll see how close the relationship is going to be between Sony and Microsoft, or if it's going to take time. Like, apparently Nintendo and Microsoft have a pretty close relationship, to the point that it's like Phil Spencer is messaging the president of Nintendo to say congratulations on the Switch 2 reveal. So,
speaking of Switch 2, someone in the chat asked us what we think about it being upside down. The rumors of it not being upside down, the rumors of it being able to work upside down as well. I want to do a video on that, and this is a Sony related thing, so I may talk about that later. Thanks for asking. Good to know there's interest. I have some thoughts on what it could be for, so we'll get to that in another video.
It's a workaround for Joy-Con drift. Oh, I'm sorry.
Just tilt the entire system to use the gyroscope to counter the drift. Like, hey, however bad your drift is, just tilt in the opposite direction. What other thoughts do we have? What other expectations? I like the idea of, Halo, but I don't think that's going to happen today, as you said. Because we know Xbox is wants to port pretty much everything they can to other systems, it sounds like. But what other realistic expectations do we have for today, if any?
I want to say fighting game news. I play a lot of Street Fighter and a lot of Tekken, but Street Fighter, they just came out with their newest character last week. They still have one more character part of the season, so I'm not sure if they would show her off here. Tekken 8 has a new season coming out in spring, so maybe they might tease a new character here. I think the one out of all those fighting games that is most likely going to be here is going to be Final Fight or Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, which comes out in April. I always feel like there's usually some kind of fighting game news at the State of Plays, whether it be, like I said, a Street Fighter or Tekken or something. So I think like that's pretty plausible for today.
Yeah, I think that's entirely possible. I see other people in the comments mentioning they want to see more Metal Gear. I guess we could see the remake, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping for more Metal Gear
Oh, you
Solid
mentioned that.
Delta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But like Tom said, it'd be weird if we got Death Stranding Kojima and then
And not-
Metal Gear Konami. So
that is a little
it would
strange. Could be an issue. Hopefully, we'll get at least one of them. I will say that Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, whatever it's properly called, like, it looks really good, and that's my favorite Metal Gear still to this day. So I'm excited for that remake and to see more of it. So, what else? Jazzy Days suggests, how about PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, LOL. You know, to be fully honest, this might be the best time before this next Smash hype starts, which could be soon. I think they could take another shot at it. Like, they know what didn't work in the previous game, and they know what did work. Just iterate on that, improve it, and it could be a lot of fun. And again, without Smash hogging up that hype cycle right now, this might be a good time for it. You can bring Astrobot in now. You can probably bring other third-party characters that weren't there before. Like, a lot's changed in, what, the 10 years now? 10 plus years since the original, so...
Yeah, and the thing is, like you said, this is the right time to do it before a Smash sequel comes out because Multiverses is on the brink of dying. I think they just announced that they're closing the servers in the spring. Rivals of Ether 2 came out last year on PC only. So like right now, there's not really any newer Smash-like clones on the market. So like you said, Andre, this would be the perfect time. And there's been so many new IP from Sony to add to the game. You can add like Aloy, you can add like Ellie and Joel from Last of Us. You can add Astrobot. You can add Jin from Ghost of Tsushima. Like, there's so many new characters to be added now.
Yeah, they would have that like, far deeper roster. They wouldn't need like Kratos young and Kratos old.
I won't play as Kratos' kid, or I want to play against Kratos' kid just to, I don't know, beat him up for some reason. I have nothing against him, but just I think it'd be funny. Actually, that's a good point. They actually do have a surprisingly more robust roster these days than they did even then. They've actually done a good job at, because the thing for quite some time with Sony was more about the third-party characters, and they've done a better job of, like, improving or, upgrading their internal roster. Although I still want Blasto Man. Was that his name? Bring him back.
Yeah,
I want him in
Blasto.
there.
Blasto, Phil
thank you.
Hartman.
Well, you can't bring back Phil Hartman, unfortunately, Tom.
You have to
So
have Troy Baker as Phil Hartman. That would be okay.
that's so true.
Blasto Man? Who's Blasto
It was
Man?
Blasto. It was like a huge. He kind of looked like Mr. Incredible, but with like smaller legs. And you went around shooting little aliens in space. So like because of pop-up back then, like the darkness of space for fog was very fitting, and it was a pretty funny game. I enjoyed playing it, but probably wouldn't be as good today. So I'm not gonna look at it and have my memories ruined.
Wait, like you said, the character looks like Mr. Incredible. Is his suit like black and white? Is that right?
It's
And he
like
has,
red.
a little
It's like
blaster
the red.
It's
the
red.
red
Okay.
suit.
You should Google it real quick if you have a chance. I think it was like low
I've
poly.
definitely seen it. Say it, Blasto Man.
Yeah, I think it was just Blasto.
Just Blasto, I think. Yeah.
Blasto.
Anyways, I think that'd be a fun throwback character, but I'm not actually expecting PlayStation All Stars to appear here today, but wouldn't be a bad idea. So Monster Society. Sorry, real quick. Monster Society says Smash like. That's a great name for the genre, in my opinion. Did I say that? I don't even know if I said that. Did someone say it?
I might have said it.
You might have said it. Okay, yeah. It's a good one. I wanted to take credit for it, but I can't now. So, Yamin of the super chat, thank you. Says just me to play Switch during State of Play. That is perhaps the most ironic and fitting way of enjoying a State of Play.
I have my Switch right here. I was playing it right before.
Nice. You're playing it right now. What game were you playing?
I was playing what I was talking to Tom about. I was playing Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. V says they're currently playing a Persona 3 Reload on my Steam Deck, if that counts, LOL. Yeah, that counts, even though, I guess, yeah, I think that is out on Switch too, isn't it? Or
it's
Switch
actually
1?
not.
Oh, it's not? Wow,
No, it's
all
not,
right.
yeah. So I think it might have released on PS4 and PS5 and like Xbox One and Xbox Series X and
Mm.
S, but not on Switch One. Even though like it's very similar, the art style and the gameplay is very similar to Persona 5. So like I'm shocked that they didn't release it for Switch One. So hopefully they bring it to Switch 2. I feel like I could see it this year. I think they were just celebrating the 1 year anniversary for the game recently. So yeah, I don't think they're done with P3 Reload.
Is there?
I think
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tom.
Helldivers 2 also had recently had a 1 year's anniversary, so maybe that's something that could be here too.
Well, speaking of anniversaries, I believe next year is Resident Evil's 30th anniversary.
Oh my god.
Is
Oh,
there-
you got a super chat that's very fitted for that.
Oh my god, that's actually amazing timing. I saw the super chat come up. I didn't read any part of it, but I was mid thought. That is Brandon Hoge, I believe. Hogue. Sorry if I mispronounced that. With a super chat. Great timing. They say any chance of new Resident Evil news. So amazing timing once again. That's a great question. So as I was just stating, I think it's possible because if there is something happening next year, they would need to announce it at some point. I mean, they could, if it's late next year, they could wait till next year, obviously. But if they want to release it earlier in the year, more in time with the series. I forget when the actual anniversary is, what date specifically. In any case, I think it's possible. I wouldn't bet on it, but I hope so. I would love to see the next Resident Evil or Resident Evil remake, whatever it ends up being, because it's been a bit of a gap now for either, I think, right? What was the last? Was Resident Evil 4 remake the last one?
Was 2023. There wasn't one last year, so it's been, I guess, over a year now.
And they've
since
had
the
a
last
cadence
one.
of like every couple of years, I
They
think.
have.
Right. So
Yeah, because I think 2023 was remake 4, and then the year before that was that 8 at that point,
it may have been.
and then the year before that maybe like 3 remake.
Yeah,
and the
3,
year
I think.
before
Yeah, I
that,
think you're
maybe
right.
2 remake.
So
Yeah, but
we are kind of overdue.
Yeah. They've been pumping them out.
Music Junkie says, how long is the presentation? Going to be like 40 minutes? I believe that's what we heard, right? Is it 40?
Yeah, 40 minutes.
so, yeah.
Sadly, with Resident Evil, I believe recently, like there's an ESRB rating spotted for 5 and 6 on current consoles. So, like, I'm not sure if those were available
Okay.
yet. But
Sorry, not to interrupt you, Tom. We have breaking news. The live stream is now live, so I'm going to move over to that. Did our chat? Can you not see us? Have we been invisible for a while? What happened here?
Uh-oh.
What's going
no,
on?
I think that was just recently when we came
I think I know
back.
what happened. Okay, there we go. We're back. Okay. And then let me fix... What the heck, Discord? You guys are still there, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm still
Okay.
here.
Alright. Chat, let me know how the volume is, by the way, now that we have a stream happening. Sounds like it may be a little loud, but let me know.
Yeah, Soy Boy Gaming, I'm hoping for Sonic news. With your comments saying about Sega, we're definitely going to get Sonic Crossroads here. Go ahead, Tom. What were you going to say?
Well, Sega news, like you were talking about fighting games earlier, this new Virtual Fighter.
Yeah, of course, Virtual Fighter. Yeah, I don't even know if that has a release year. Like, I don't think it even said 2025 or anything.
There are
Yeah,
like the
like-
other big Sega games they're working on too. So like the new.
Well, Yakuza comes out in like a week. That comes out, I think, next Friday.
Yeah, that'd be a very fitting reminder for the pirate.
The name's so goofy. It's like, what is it? Like a Dragon, Yakuza, Pirate in Hawaii. I think that's the full title.
It's like, sure, like it's Majima, like yeah, people will, any fan of the series will buy that. I'm tempted to dive back in for that. To
Yeah, I
walk
think-
off the plank for it.
I think I'm gonna jump into it. The only one I've ever played was Like a Dragon. It was for PS Plus a few years ago, and that's the one where they turned into turn-based combat. Like it became more of an RPG instead of a beat 'em up. And much more prefer beat 'em up. So seeing Like a Dragon, Pirate in Hawaii, more like a beat 'em up, I'm drawn more to that. And it just looks so goofy and fun. Like it doesn't take itself too serious.
Yeah, speaking of goofy and fun, Kiss My Flapjack. It says, I insist on a new Rappa the Rapper sometime before I die. It's like,
That'd be
was-
nice.
I think some of the old developers tried doing a Kickstarter for
Yes.
like a spiritual successor, like a rabbit rapping game.
yeah,
But I
Yeah,
don't think
back-
I don't think it went anywhere, unfortunately.
no, it didn't make it. Didn't have the love that Pat Hung as, I think, which is surprising. It's like it's probably just it's easier said than done to like just make a game on your own. Probably it's like a funding thing. Hopefully, you never know, they might come around again. So, or someone else brings interest.
Real quick, just a couple of notes. Chat, how is the audio now? Is it sounding pretty good? Like, is the live stream overpowering? Let me know. Can you hear everything okay right now? It obviously may change when the live stream properly starts, but it'd be good to get some feedback now. Also, we're not going to run any ads during the presentation itself, so don't worry. But I am going to run one right now as a test, just to see how the system works. I never tried it manually. So we're going to run a quick ad, you'll be back, and then again, there'll be no more or none during the actual presentation, so...
Perfect time. Perfect time to talk about Concord 2 speculation and having the character from Concord in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2. Like, why not have that fitting tribute to remember the series?
I don't think Sony would ever do a callback to Concord ever again, unfortunately.
No. They do Vid Ribbon first for sure, and that was something Sean Layden liked, and he's not around anymore, so...
So apparently, Deal the Pill got no ad, lol. So it's not a universal thing.
It's like, let's just be silent, everyone.
We just stare awkwardly at the camera. Hey, this is Adolf Obeys. I'm so sorry. Says first time watching a live stream with GameXplain. Welcome, Adolf. Good to have you here. I should probably say the full name for full context, but good having you here. Yeah, we stream most major gaming events, especially Nintendo ones, so definitely stay tuned for April 2nd, I think, for the Switch 2 event, as we will be there, so...
Yeah.
Oh, Jazzy Day says, by the way, Nick, you're doing a great job on the shorts for this channel.
Thank you so much. I'm hoping that we get some Sonic news today, because I'd be so happy to make, excuse me, a Sonic short tomorrow, focusing on whatever Sonic news. Like I said, I think it's going to be Sonic Crossroads related. I'm hoping for another port or remake of something, because they've been on a pretty good track or consistency of remaking or doing ports for the Sonic games. I think the most recent one was the Sonic, I don't even know the name because I didn't get it, but it has Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Sonic and Knuckles on there. And then before that, I think they did, Sonic Colors. So my biggest hope for ports next is either Sonic Unleashed or Sonic Heroes. Because to play those games, it's nearly impossible to play them on modern hardware. Sonic Heroes, I think, it hasn't even been ported to anything. I think it's only playable on GameCube, PS1, and Xbox, or PS2, I should say. And then Sonic Unleashed, I think the only way to play it on modern consoles is if you have an Xbox. It's not on PC, it's not on PS4, PS5, so... Again, anything Sonic related, I'd be happy with today.
Streamverse AI says Sonic Spinball. Would you be happy with that?
Oh. Actually, I don't like Sonic Spinball, honestly.
Oh,
I mean, so if I want to get a pinball game, I'm gonna play like Pokemon Pinball, like Ruby and Sapphire.
Well, yeah, that's not fair to compare. Pokemon Pinball is like pretty much peak. Besides Kirby's Pinball Land.
I never played that one, but whenever I play
so
Sonic Pinball, whatever, I'm like the visuals, the music, it's just. I don't know, it feels kind of gross and slimy. If that
well,
makes
yeah,
sense.
the first level especially.
Yeah,
Toxic waste level. I mean,
that's the first one.
It is a little depressing when almost every Sonic game starts on like Green Hill or some green adjacent level, and then you have Sonic Spinball, and you're off at like a factory, but yet somehow or whatever, like a slime factory, whatever it is, a Nickelodeon studio basically. But somehow it's still the most appealing of the 3 major levels, I believe. But I had a blast in the first level, a Sonic blast, if you will. But I'd never liked the other 2 levels. I'm like, these just don't feel as well designed,
That's the thing. I've never even gotten past the first level. Like I've only played a little bit. I'm like, okay, I'll move on to something else.
Yeah, I hear that.
It would be cool if they did another like crack at a 2D Sonic. They have that in the Crossroads, but we'll see. And just quick for the my one indie shout out of the show. You might see indie games here, but Average Sphere says chances of Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 being shown are low, but aren't zero. And that's right, because Chapter 3, I think development's complete on that. Probably Chapter 4 though needs more work, and I think Toby Fox is probably big enough he can just announce it anywhere. So and he does have a good relationship with Nintendo slightly, so that might have more impact there. But yeah, that's one I've played the first 2 of them and looking forward to one day. What do you guys think about GTA 6? I would say probably.
I don't think so. Like you said, just
June-ish?
like with Toby, they're big enough that I don't think they need the presentation.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I mean, they're gonna have to show it off pretty soon, I think, but it's due for release this year, barring a delay, right? So I don't think we have long to wait in any case, but I do kind of agree with you. They can do anything they want if people will watch it, you know? Real quick, we got a super chat from Yamin. Thank you, Yamin. They ask, you all worried about tariffs making Switch 2 unaffordable? That is obviously a concern, and that is probably partly why Nintendo hasn't announced a price yet. They want to see what's actually going to happen there so they can possibly adjust accordingly. But yeah, I mean, I honestly, my gut reaction is nothing is going to happen, but I also don't know for sure, and I would prepare for anything. So, we'll see. Valentine in the super chat says, Sly Cooper? That's a good one. Do you think there's a chance Sly Cooper could come back?
Yes.
In the post-Astrobot world, I think it's possible. I think Sony has seen how well Astrobot did, a platformer. They're like, okay, we should pump out more of these games. And we have so much old IP that we're sitting on. As seen in Astrobot, why not make more of these platformers?
Right.
It's just going to take time, though. I think it's not immediate. It's going to take more time from Astrobot. Like, it takes years. Like, seeing Ninja Gaiden 2 at the Xbox One, that was like 8 years beforehand that the ball got rolling. A couple more super chats real quick. London Link says, how about a Knuckles Chaotix remake?
Oh, that'd be crazy. I've always wanted to play that, so I'd be interested in seeing that, especially with newer visuals.
And Fawn, real quick, thank you, Fawn, says, I hope we see Crocker Pac-Man World 2 today.
Oh my god, Pac-Man World 2 would be so good, because, that hasn't been announced at all yet, obviously. Wait, is it time? Oh, we're starting! Chat, here we go! Have you guys started yet? I just want to play
I
this
have
symbol. You have not? Alright, let me pause it real quick. Let me know, are you seeing anything right now?
I'm stuck on 3.
Oh crap, maybe refresh.
Yeah.
Refreshing.
Chat, let us know how this
Alright.
sounds, please, if it's too quiet. I turned it up a little bit, chat. Let me know that's okay.
Oh, it's...
Are you watching, Nick?
Yeah, I see Monster Hunter.
Okay, perfect, yeah.
Franchise that one day I'll get into.
I've tried it multiple times and it just doesn't stick with me. I say it with everyone. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll give it a shot with my friends, but yeah,
It's
I can't get
exactly
into it.
friends that require. Maybe Nick, we will play Monster
Yeah.
Hunter.
That's a good one. We'll convert Nick, despite me also not playing much Monster Hunter myself.
And that's the thing. This one I'm pretty sure has cross-play, so you can play it on anywhere with anyone.
That's awesome, actually. That's huge. Especially these days, like everyone's gaming on a different system. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people are gaming on different systems: PC, PlayStation, Xbox.
Yeah. Well, especially when Switch 2 comes out. Like, not everyone's gonna have Switch 2.
Yeah.
Do we think this is coming to Switch too?
I think so. I think it will. Yeah. Obviously, it'll probably be late. I mean, well, obviously it'll be late because it's coming out, I think, before Switch 2's reveal even. But yeah, I think it's a safe bet it'll come out.
Yeah, this comes out, I think, what, like a week or two? It comes
out
at
pretty
the end
soon.
Of the month, I believe.
Monster Hunter Wilds. So, Nick, did that trailer do anything for you?
Again, like, not really, because every time I played, Rise, or whatever the other one on 3DS is, or World, or whatever, I felt like the combat was just a little too slow for me. But maybe it was just, I wasn't picking the right weapons.
Yeah,
I think I ended up on the, whatever the gun was.
The trailer?
Not the longbow.
The trailer makes it look looks like it can be pretty fast-paced at times, so...
Yeah. And I believe this one doesn't have like the grappling hook from Rise, and that's what made that one a little bit quicker than the other ones.
無料タイトルアップデート第1弾の追加モンスターとして玉三つが
Who's that
決定い
monster?
たし
Do
ました
we? I don't know.
この他にもタイトルアップデート第1弾で
Is that like a
追加
classic
される
Monster
コ
Hunter
ンテンツ
monster?
はまだありますが詳細は改めてお知らせしたいと思っております。本作は発売後
I
に
just got to the free
数
title
回の
update
タイトルアッ
roadmap.
プデート
Are
を
you
予
guys
定
synced
してい
to
ます。
that?
Yeah,
タイトル
I'm
アッ
at
プデ
that
ート
right
計
now.
画については追ってお知らせしますので今後の情報にご期待ください。
I think you mean revealed Valentine. Sorry, I meant the full blowout.
皆様に楽しんでいただけることを心よりお待ちしております。本日の発表は以上となります。 引き続きステートオブプレイをお楽しみください。
So, I'm just gonna say the fact that they opened with a game we already knew about is not leaving me with a ton of hope for. Well, hold on.
Forged to unleash vengeance.
Let's see.
This is not Sonic.
More than a weapon.
Say,
What's the series called?
Shinobi.
Shinobi. Yep.
The more you Shinobi.
No obstacle can stand in.
We get like a Ninja Gaiden 2D.
It looks
one
like
and
it.
Shinobi. What
It looks
great
pretty
universe
cool.
do we live in?
It looks pretty sick.
And I was a fan of Streets of Rage 4, and that's, I think, the developer for this.
Striking with lethal precision.
Yeah, Onimusha, or they're publishing it.
You know, it has a grappling hook, and it always instantly gets me on board.
Yeah, this art style is awesome.
Each weapon,
Right?
tool,
It looks so good.
each tool.
There's been
I think
so
this year-
many different art styles for like,
This is the master
sort of ninja-like games recently. I'd say The Messenger got me back into them, and then playing through Cyber Shadow published by Yacht Club Games. This is like maybe the greatest era we live in for ninja games. Once
Yeah,
again.
it's the year of the ninja. We have this. We have Ninja Gaiden coming out this year. 2 Ninja Gaiden
Wow.
games. We have Assassin's Creed coming out this year, and Ghosts of Yotei.
Yeah, watch it be Ghost of Yotei Dex. It's like the farming game equivalent.
Is this
Or-
this has to be Sonic Racing? Yeah, it definitely is.
Oh,
Our first look at it.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, this actually looks sick so
He's-
far. The stunts.
Oh my god.
This looks so Mario Kart like, which is totally
it's more
fine.
arcadey. I'd say it's more arcade-like.
Yeah,
Which makes sense with Sega.
that's true. It's their heritage. Oh, what the heck? Where are they now?
So
Are they in Monster
it looks
Hunter?
like it's only Sega character or only Sonic characters. So it's a lot.
Are those
like Sonic
dinosaurs
Racing.
Sega characters?
Oh wait, that's from this. Might be Sonic and the Secret Rings, I believe.
Yeah.
That's a crazy
Wii.
throwback.
It's so random.
It is. I love it though. So they're using portals. Mario Kart should rip off this idea.
Oh, and there's the riding from what's it called? Oh wait, that's.
Oh, there's a drill power up from Sonic Colors, I believe.
Yeah.
You can ride an airboard.
Wait, some of these levels are definitely not strictly from Sonic. It looks like.
One looked like Monster Hunter. It
Yeah,
probably
right?
wasn't. All right, that looks pretty sick.
Oh my
I'm
god,
getting
Sonic
different
Riders,
shortcuts.
dude, that's so cool.
Cross worlds. That makes sense now. Basically, that name had leaked like a day or two ago. So, all right, that looks sick. I'm on board.
Network test February 21st.
Oh my god.
Super soon.
What's this train about?
Govern reality. To turn the gears of time once again.
Gears of Time. Sounds like a Zelda thing.
An apocalypse looms over parallel worlds
Is it Persona?
as their fates begin to intertwine.
No, that would be Atlas. This is Bandai, right?
Well, isn't Sega and
Battle
Atlas
to
the same
alter
company?
Destiny.
Sega publishes, like, basically owns
Embark
Atlas.
on a
But
journey alongside
it looks a lot like
gods,
Persona.
heroes, and monsters
Or
of
Shin Megami
bygone
Tensei.
eras. The anomalies, known as Digimon.
Oh, Digimon! I did not expect that.
Seize the future.
Are you guys into Digimon at all?
I've never played Digimon.
The story of a bond.
Yeah, only watch the show.
transcends time.
Well, you have to now that you're in Japan, right?
No, that wasn't part of the deal.
All right, I honestly don't know what to make of that. I hope Digimon fans are happy.
大家
though.
好，我是《输了之魂》的
I
创作
hope
人杨斌
it。gives
从一
Bandai
名独立
Namco
开发
lots
者
of money
到
to
今天与
make
PlayStation
Soul
携手
Calibur，
这一路走来已经10年。《输了之魂》结合了流畅爽
What
快
if
的
that's the
战斗
next
体验
announcement?
与丰富多样的世界设计，玩家将在各具风格的场景中探索，面对充满个性的敌人，同时与有趣的角色互动，逐步揭开精彩的故事。 接下来，我非常激动地向大家展示全新的游戏预告，并正式确认游戏的发布日期。
Whenever they show the X, it feels like they're closing. I guess they're closing out. Is that the idea? That's how I feel like. It's like, close this live stream.
I keep having the same dream.
What the hell is this?
A horrible dream.
Well, let's see if it was made
Where
by one guy
monsters
over 10
invade
years or
our
he's been a
world.
solo dev for 10 years.
A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders,
Is that the dragon from Mario Odyssey?
the dream
I think
ends.
so.
Is this
The most
really just a
horrifying
dream?
Mario boss.
Is this?
My only hope lies with you.
A hero's journey to reunite lost souls. Sounds like a Soul Calibur
Come, Kaiser.
opening.
We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions, together.
Yo, is that Optimus Prime talking?
There's so many crossovers with this game.
It's his cousin.
Yeah.
I see great power within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled.
Like, serious, is that Optimus Prime? Or the voice actor, more accurately.
Let
Peter
me be
Collins,
your
is it?
vengeance. The blade in your hand.
Very Final Fantasy like.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too, but are we not in the Sega section still?
I think so. I think this is like that indie developer. But maybe not.
You never wanted
Yeah,
to
this
be
is
a
sick.
hero,
This is awesome.
but for humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
Lost Soul aside. I have not heard anything about this. Maybe has it been announced before?
I think so, but I don't think there's been any news on
Hi
it
everyone,
since
I'm
the
Sean
official
Benson.
or the original
We've
announcement.
got several updates today from partners around the world, starting with news from the Like a Dragon
May
series.
30th. Soon.
Oh, that's the same day as Elden Ring.
First up, a playable
Oh,
demo
dear.
of Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii arrives on PS5 this Friday.
I can't
Players
believe
can
this
try out
game is
two
real,
battle styles,
because it looks
including Goro Majima's new Sea Dog
And made in
style,
1
as
year.
well as engage in naval
Really?
battles at the Pirates
Majora's
Crusader.
Mask made in a year. That's the key.
Yep.
That is the key.
Yep.
Make games within a year.
Yeah, they pump out Yakuza games
Sega
so
and Mid
frequently.
Rocket joined forces in Ichiban's Holiday, a new
Yeah, I think it's
crossover
like a
DLC
yearly
coming to Dave the
cycle.
Diver. Ichiban Kasuga and other Like a Dragon characters team up to thwart a gang of troublemakers in classic beat-em-up style, all
What
while
is
perfecting
this?
new recipes.
Oh my
at
god, Dave the
Gonzo Sushi.
Diver.
Dave
Oh,
the Diver
wow.
Ichiban's Holiday arrives this April on PS5 and PS4.
That's
The
hilarious.
Splitgate 2 alpha begins February 27th on PS5. Use portals and futuristic physics to dominate the arena.
That's so
and play a new
random.
24-player
I know.
mode where 3 teams compete on
Maybe
a
the best
massive
indie
map.
crossover I've seen in some time. And hey, Splitgate 2.
Yeah, I want to try that game.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is
Splitgate
Paul
1 got
Heyman.
so popular and then
I'm
they ended
here
it to
give
work on
you
the sequel.
An exclusive first look in the future of the WWE 2K franchise. Introducing The Island. With The Island, players enter an online environment filled with WWE-themed landmarks, quests, live events, and shops with up to 50 other players at a time. The Island also offers deep customization.
I don't know why they keep
Players
messing around
the
with new
chance to
WCW or
personalize
WWF
their
games
My
when they should just bring back
Superstars like
WCW
never
versus
before.
NWO. I don't care if it doesn't make sense anymore. That was the best wrestling game. You can't change my mind.
It's not just
Which system did that come out for?
And 64.
I think that's the only one I ever played. That's the only one I own.
It's all you need.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I played like the first wrestling game on NES. It had Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant. I'm surprised they don't also have a Yakuza crossover in this.
Yeah,
Right, that'd be fitting.
or Monster Hunter World.
Hirokazuma
Sup?
versus
I'm
a
Randy from
dragon.
Gearbox, And I'm Randy from Gearbox, and you know why
Well,
we're
that's not
here.
confusing at all.
We're here for you. Are you ready? It's 2025.
Oh, Marco says
and
there's a
every
Game Boy
day
version
we are getting
of the
closer
wrestling
to
game.
the
Oh, heck
launch
yeah.
of Borderlands 4. Let's go!
I think Borderlands is coming out soon also. I think the last time I saw it was at the Game Awards.
The hype cycle is heating up.
Got a grappling hook. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Break free. Borderlands 4.
Very nice of Borderlands to probably demonetize all streams.
So badass, so much
I didn't even
fun.
think about
want
that.
more? We don't have to wait long now.
Yeah,
Borderlands
good point.
4 is going to break free.
Good thing
for
we're not
special
running any
state of
ads.
Play this spring, focused exclusively on Borderlands 4. And we're diving deep, you guys. Join us.
Still no
Borderlands
date.
4,
That's
state of
shocking.
play for combat,
Yeah.
vault hunters, action skills,
Waiting
exploration,
for
and
Switch 2,
discovery,
perhaps?
everything. You're going to
Yeah.
see more guns than you can even count. All on PlayStation 5, but Randy, do you have anything else for us? I think I do, Randy. Well, what is it? Don't hold out on me, Randy. I'll feed you, baby bird. Who wants a launch date for
that was weird.
Borderlands 4? This Randy.
Feeling a lot like a
Borderlands
reminder
4
from
launches
PlayStation
worldwide
games.
for everyone
Let's see
on
what it is.
September 23rd,
There you go, Nick.
2025.
September
We
23rd.
got work to do.
Oh,
See what's
okay.
playing.
Wow, that's pretty late in the year.
Yeah, so maybe it's definitely Switch 2. Oh, yeah, it's what's this game called again?
But I really don't do small talk. Nice to meet you too.
Oh, is this Split Fiction or something?
Yeah, Split World?
wanna go through more
Split,
of
yeah,
your
maybe you're
crazy
right.
stories? My crazy
The new Joseph Ferris game.
Yeah.
Don't start to trust each other. I don't need your trust.
I think the last one before this was
kinda need yours.
It Takes Two, right?
Yeah.
I took inspiration for this story from when me and my sister were younger.
I'm gonna be real. This actually appeals to me more than It Takes Two. I couldn't get past the art style in some instances, and this feels more relatable to me.
We'll face it together. We got this.
Yeah.
Follow my lead. Are you for real, Zoe? I wrote it when I was a kid. What sort of double child were you?
Monster Hunter made it in once again.
Yeah, Monster Hunter's just the entire direct is Monster Hunter.
Not sign up for this. Brace yourself, Zoe!
Like this actually looks awesome. There are some really cool scenarios here that look like it'll just be fun. Maybe not the dialogue, Robert, as he said.
Yeah, the dialogue's giving me vibes of what's it, Forspoken, that came out like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Yeah, that wasn't received too well.
March 6th, pretty soon.
Soon.
Is this that? What game's this? It's not the Naughty Dog one, is it?
No. This is the developers. It looks like
it penetrated through there. We need to inspect the hull damage first.
Doesn't look too bad.
Doesn't look too good either.
Yeah, I think in Dead Space 2 replay are. Maybe. But it doesn't look like it matches quite the vibe of Dead Space.
Feeling alright? My body's going one way and my
No, this is, I think, like a story-driven game, just like The Quarry and Until Dawn. Where it's mostly dialogue-driven, like you pick options and then you kind of watch it play through.
It still doesn't feel real sometimes.
Never forget why you started.
Space Zombie? No, he's just dead.
I'm 5. Yeah, we're just skipping Prime 4.
Do you think Williams knows more about this substance than he's letting on? You can't take any chances with him.
It can manipulate its physical appearance. It's changing its cellular structure. It's replicating the human form. It's replacing us.
Does
I
seem
know this
Dead
is
Space
difficult
like.
to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Oh, gnarly. You're not getting through.
It's a thing, like.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I love that movie, so I'll take that category. Directive 80/20.
I don't think they've announced this before. I think this is new.
It may have been.
So let me explain the situation. One of our contractors, Edwin Murray, has gone missing, leaving our property abandoned in his warehouse.
5 Nights.
Your job is simple. Enter the warehouse and retrieve the technology that he was developing for us. It's a kind of prototype endoskeleton that can adapt to any costume and become any character. We suspect it may be malfunctioning, so just be aware of the slim but non-zero chance that you could sustain significant injuries while attempting to retrieve it, including but not limited to death.
I feel like there's like 100 Five Nights at Freddy's games.
There are.
There's so many of them.
But just in case, we suggest you get your affairs in order before arriving.
What the heck? What's that mushroom guy?
Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Thank you for being a valued member of the Fazbear team.
I am excited for 5 Nights to come to Dead by Daylight. I think that could be a really cool crossover.
Greetings.
Oh wait, has that been officially announced?
Yeah, they announced it last year. They just haven't shown it already.
Created entirely in clay, where you will journey down a nightmarish highway riddled with terrors that want to devour you and your little lantern creature.
Oh boy. Together with your little friend, you must outsmart these terrors and bring back fire to this mad world we've handcrafted for you.
So please enjoy this short gameplay preview.
I'm gonna hold you to that. Better be short.
If it's claymation, it's gonna be short.
Okay, this actually looks amazing and terrifying.
Fire? I'd almost forgotten how it felt.
Yeah, I didn't expect first person for this.
I did not either.
Firecracker? I reckon you must be headed for Moon Mountain. Am I right?
Seems like very
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah, that's it, thanks. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We get a lot of fans from that. Check this out.
It's so pretty. Oh my god.
It actually looks really good. Yeah.
Well, it's like there's an indie game made of pin felt, like the felt you just poke at to put together, and it's amazing the effort people are putting into these.
Yeah. All right, that looks cool. I will have that on my radar. May 8th. That's not too far away either.
That'd be a funny segment to have
Special
at the end of
thanks
this,
to
like
Placido
the
Lodge
radar.
for that
It's like,
updated
all right,
look at
let's
the
pull
Midnight
out the radar, see what games are on it, what games are
Up
removed.
next, a quirky new adventure from Konami.
Darwin's Paradox. I'm intrigued. Okay, that looks good.
In Darwin's Paradox, you play as Darwin, a clever octopus who finds himself dumped near a highly suspicious food processing center.
Oh, this looks awesome too.
Use
Did they
Darwin's
say this
natural
is from
camouflage
Konami?
and inking skills
Yep.
to escape the facility and
Konami
save
sometimes
the world
publishes things.
from aliens.
Like, sometimes Konami decides to throw a game out there.
Yeah.
And not slot machines or whatever, pachinko machines.
We're
Alright.
excited to
Exercise
reveal
centers.
a brand new title from Koei Tecmo Games and Omega Force. Warriors Abyss, a roguelite spin on the Warriors franchise.
That's cute. Oh, what?
Nick, you're playing the Warriors games for
I
a
know.
reason.
No, wait, they just released one like a week ago.
An experiment.
Oh,
with
this is
tons
right
of
up my
PlayStation
alley.
games
Oh,
to send the enemy
man.
hordes flying.
Oh, no way.
A roguelite
Oh, this looks
tale awaits when
awesome.
Warriors
It's just
Abyss launches
Vampire
on
Survivors
PS5
meets
and
a
PS4
Warriors
later
game.
Today.
Old Gamer Noob says Diablo Warriors.
For whom
Yeah,
I'm
right?
working, I won't forgive you.
Okay, that rain looks really bad, bouncing off his
A
shoulders.
PS2 era classic returns.
Oh,
with
okay, that makes sense. It's
Onimusha
PS2.
2
Today?
Destiny.
Wait, it comes out today.
Does it? Did he say
Capcom is
that?
enhancing
Yeah,
the
it's
original
available
with
today.
HD graphics and a host of quality of life features, including fine-tuned analog controls. Immerse yourself in
I don't know,
Yuki's hard-boiled
poke, shatter the guy
and
frozen.
fight through a world of turmoil alongside trusty allies. Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny comes to PS4 on May 23rd.
Wait,
and
what
will
game
be
was today?
available for pre-order later today.
Nick,
That was the Dynasty Warriors
Looking to
game.
2026, let's check out a new trailer for Capcom's latest entry in the series, Onimusha: Way of the Sword.
Yeah, that is odd. Only on PS4.
That is odd, yeah. But it should still work on PS5 though, right?
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. Anyway, this is why they're doing the remaster, because of the new one, so. That's becoming like a game development strategy. Not only do you get people working on the, like developers working on the games, like while it's being put into production, you get fans to be able to revisit the old ones. Or new fans.
Miyamoto is in this game.
It's his first ever appearance in the game.
Yeah, he's defected.
Yeah, is this the third or fourth like samurai ninja game in this state of play?
it's if not more. Super Smash Master says Miyamoto Origins. I would love that. Getting a Miyamoto backstory that's just completely made up. It'd be so good. Like, you see Miyamoto travel to different worlds, that's how he gets inspiration for all his games, you know?
That was like the edited out ending of the Mario movie, where it's like Bob Hoskins and talking about the story to Nintendo developers at the end. But then
Oh, really?
Nintendo developers apparently had changed it.
Hey, they should have kept that. It's a great idea.
Wait, Tom, is that like to like the new Mario Bros. Movie, the one
No,
from
like
the
the previous,
90s?
the original one. That's like why it was so different. It was like Nintendo had tweaked the actual story, so that was like the reasoning for it. I liked that reason.
Oh, is this Metal Gear? It is.
Colonel,
I knew instantly.
Security on this place. He's coming here. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, CQC, baby.
America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The philosopher's legacy. And they're out
It's crazy to
kill
think
me as
that
well.
the original game of this is, I think, over 20 years
What's
old
the
now.
story between
That's
you and
crazy.
the boss?
Well, I forgot too. There was like two versions of it. Like I'm pretty sure I had the second version of it.
The Cobras will take care of him.
Did they release the second version you're talking about on PS2, or was it like a port or a remake on something else?
It was still PS2. It was kind of like what they did at the time. Like Metal Gear Solid came out again with VR missions, extra content.
A great and terrible fury at being alive. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
The music is so good in the series.
There's nothing for you here.
Oh, they're gonna have the ladder sequence where you're just climbing the ladder for like 5
I loved it.
minutes.
I loved that. It was so good.
Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us.
This game is almost unrecognizable at points.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
That is a really great makeover, or remake or makeover.
Did they get most of the original voice cast again, or are they just
Remake over.
reusing?
That's what they should call them. Sorry, I think it's still all original lines, like the original recordings, I believe, if I read correctly. Oh, Ape Escape! What? Oh, I guess they made... Were they in the original game, like, as a costume or something, or...?
I think there was like a finding the apes in the original game.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
it
you
was
just
something
walk
like
off somewhere and they're just in the jungle. And I think you could just like shoot them with a sleep dart or something.
God,
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember that.
When the fury
Yeah, I
of
was trying.
emotions
Could be a cool
starts
bit.
the wildfire of violence. It dissolves our illusions.
There's Ape Escape for
and
everybody.
exposes the fragile structure of reality.
I have 1,000 questions. Why did you come back?
I stood in the home I was born in. In that moment, I felt a connection.
What is this?
Is this Hell Is Us?
Where are my men?
They're gone.
Choose your next move wisely.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Hell Is Us. I think they announced it at the last State of Play in September, and I think the release date might have gotten leaked. I think it might be coming out in like September or something.
I see. I like the drone that follows you.
We must continue. We've begun to uncover.
I don't know who the studio is behind this.
Guess we'll see. Replayer says, "Is this Death Stranding 2?" It's like it's not, but it's got certainly some vibes from it.
Yeah, including Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Joking.
Rogue Factor's developer.
I don't know who that is.
This feels like a cozy game.
All of a sudden.
I'm sorry. You want to know the
Oh, this is Liza P,
Liza
right?
P, yeah.
What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy of the name.
Probably
It's
like
been
expansion?
Far too long.
I would believe so, right? When did the first one come out? Did it come out in 2023?
Yeah.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
She was looking for someone. Legendary. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil.
Is that an El Gigante?
I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all that matters.
Almost.
Nothing else comes close, not even my life. I swear I won't be late. Not again.
Overture. So is that an expansion then?
It's gotta be, because the game, like I said, I think it's not even 2 years old yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pixel junk, Tom.
Oh, I'm unfortunately like behind 5 seconds, but anyway.
They try to refresh
I'll
it?
be excited in the future. Kind of looks like Eden.
Looks like grown-up Ness from Earthbound in that.
Yeah,
nice.
Bayon made Pixel Junk Eden, so
This looks really cool.
We don't know where our children will be.
It's like if they made an advanced FX chip. It's like the FX3 chip.
I'm getting like Dreams vibes on
Yeah.
PS4.
I do. I think just punch Ronald McDonald.
Give me my fries.
That's a lot of breathing. Oh, he even has dreams in the title. Alright, I'm not quite sure what to make of that, but...
皆さんこんにちは。Qゲームスのクリエイティブディレクター
It'd
の
be
マイオ
interesting
です。
artsy game.
私の最新作ドリームオブサナザーはいかがだったでしょうか。破壊なく
That's
して想像
the
はない
beauty of the
というテーマ
Pixel
の
Junk
ことドリームオブ
series.
サ
You
ナ
can
ザー
always
では
just
シューティン
experiment
グゲー
with
ムの
different
常識を
things.
覆す
And
体験が
PlayStation
で
VR
きます
too, so.
武器で傷つ
I
け
think
た
that
り
was
破
the
壊するのでは
second
なく
PSVR
抽象化
2
している
game
散らばった世界を具体化
announced.
して想像することが
Or
で
that
きる
has a
のです
function with it.
本作ではポイントクラウドというテクノロジーを採用しプレイヤー幻想的な夢の世界やダイナミックな変化を与えることができます。今年 PS5 登場予定で本日からウィッシュリストへの追加ができます。ありがとうございました。
Hey everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani, and I'm excited to share even more PlayStation news in today's show. Days Gone Remastered, the definitive version of Bend Studios' post-apocalyptic open-world epic, comes
Is
to
Days
PS5
Gone
with
that
VR
old?
support and PS5
Like old enough for a
crossplay.
remaster?
It came out in 2019.
Yeah, that's not that long
It
ago.
also includes added content like permadeath and speedrun modes.
These remasters
an
are out of
enhanced
control.
photo mode, new accessibility features, and
blame,
Horde Assault,
The Last of
a
Us for
survival arcade mode with increased horde sizes that will provide a fresh way to experience Days Gone. And if you purchase Days Gone on PlayStation 4, you can upgrade to a digital version of
Did you
Days
guys play
Gone
this at all?
Remastered and get all the content and features for $10.
No, I've wanted to actually.
Days Gone Remastered
I think it looks cool.
launches on PS5.
Oh, we got a
April
chat from another YouTuber, Salments. Hope I'm saying that right. Welcome. They say I feel like the
New
tool
DLC
that changed
is coming to
surroundings
Stellar
could have been
Blade
much more
this
interesting
June.
than the gun.
The
Talking about the
sci-fi action
pixel
game is partnering
junk
with
game, I
Goddess of
believe.
Victory Nike.
I think
A
so.
new boss battle, collectible dolls,
that's
and
I think
kinda
this
like
looks
a bit of a
drawing.
statement.
Both the Nike
That's
DLC and the PC version of Stellar Blade launch this June. We've got some great PlayStation Plus updates today, starting with game catalog titles
I
arriving
think they
on
just did a
February
collab
18th.
with Nier not too long
Star
ago.
Wars Jedi Survivor, Top Spin 2K25, and launching in a game catalog Lost Records Bloom and Rage from the creators of
Oh, I
Life
didn't
is
realize
Strange.
it wasn't on PC yet.
Did you girls ever see anything weird around these parts?
Yeah,
In this
that
episodic
you asking that
adventure,
question.
Players will join 4 high school girls living through the defining summer of their lives.
This is like a Super 8,
What
the
begins
game.
as a tale of friendship will eventually blend reality, dreams, and the unknown into a dual timeline narrative.
Or Stranger Things.
The first episode of Lost Records Bloom and Rage arrives February 18th, with the second episode arriving in April.
See.
We're also excited to confirm 2 unique indie titles that will launch into game catalog later this year. Explore a mysterious mansion in Blueprint,
Episodic content
a
still
genre-bending
exists.
architectural adventure.
Is that TikTok clock?
Every door is a new decision as you build out a sprawling manor with 45 shifting rooms,
We can only
adding
wish.
layers of strategy, puzzles, and exploration.
Or Castlevania.
Blueprints launches day 1 into game catalog this spring.
Is Blueprints a double meaning, like blueprints, as in the building's
Abiotic
layout?
Factor is a
That's
6-player
kind of clever.
survival strategy game from PlayStack
maybe.
and Deep Field Games. Stranded miles beneath the surface, you and a team of scientists
Do you think there's gonna be a
craft
one more
ingenious
thing?
gear and traps to outwit your enemies. and make this
I think there
bizarre
has to
underground
be.
complex your new
Yeah,
home.
I think there will be. We have 3 minutes
Abiotic
left, so
Factor will be available
it's
in
almost
game
time for it.
catalog
There
when it
is.
launches this summer.
This is like Lethal
Now
Company
let's get a
a
sneak
little
peek at games coming to the PlayStation Plus Classics catalog. Coming soon are the first 3 Armored Core titles from the original PlayStation. Armored Core,
Will we get
Armored Core
Blasto?
Project Phantasma, and Armored Core Master of Arena. Meanwhile,
get a sneak
Patapon
peek
3
at
slides its
Blasto's
way into
coming
the
up.
Classics catalog next week.
It's like,
No one knows how that world came into being.
yeah, I think I heard
It
about
devoured
Patapon 3
everything from
coming,
the past. Only I was left.
Heartless Patapon mentioned.
That was a fatal mistake.
It's the aura
I
of
have
the
no
ground
idea what this
pieces.
is.
I can sense it.
It's like, so it's not made by Square, it's made by
Forged.
Eclipse Glow Games.
My wish can be fulfilled.
Oh, that's cool. Looks like a Sonic Adventure boss.
But wishes come at a price. To pursue one's wishes is to court one's doom.
It's like Shadow of the Colossus vibes now. Oh, 2D like segments? They had me until they showed the combat. I'm like, more of this slice combo nonsense.
That's why you should expect the sword, but it looks like she's controlling another character at one point.
Gwendolyn, this is your final warning.
It also says Goddess of War.
Elden Thing.
My quarrel lies not with you, but I will take back everything that belongs to me. Even if the price is my soul.
That's a hefty price. All right, I'm intrigued. Looks like it has potential.
Yeah, the price, you know, being her soul, not a Klondike bar. So.
I'll give up my soul for a Klondike bar. It's like, what, Terminator? No, definitely not Terminator.
Salmon's had it right for the previous game. God of Elden Stellar Blade Ring.
Is something bothering you?
It's like a...
Just some noise in my core.
Deep down in the depths of Vulcan, you must retrieve the Architect's core.
They will send everything they have to stop us.
You know I would never want to see you hurt. But the path we walk demands the extreme.
I remember you.
Yeah, it's got like, you know, grappling hook is like Doom, but wall running and stuff. Like, this looks interesting to try and see how the gameplay ends up. Metal Eden,
Oh, yeah.
May 6th.
My memory's still a bit blurry. Remember this.
DS! Showtime!
Was his mouth even moving during that?
Gaps inside my head. Sound like it's a 10-minute window.
Okay, now they move. All right.
You made it. That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story.
Okay, we passed the 40-minute mark.
Yeah, we're definitely past it.
You just wanted answers about the tech in
Well, I think it did start a minute later, so.
This thing has ruined my life. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
After what you did, we should have left you in the desert.
I love how all the people look super realistic, and it's like, time for the car, and just like, just like, it's like, captured on PS2.
What is it, iRobot? The Will Smith movie?
Yeah, I remember that. Time for some Converse, vintage 1997 Converse
I will defend
All-Star.
that movie to my death, Tom. Okay, maybe I won't go that far.
Hello, I'm Leslie.
No, the
Benson,
robots totally
director
give
of Mind's Eye,
iRobot
Build a
vibes.
Rocket Boy's
Right?
new action-adventure set in the fictional
Either that or
city
the
of
Emmys
Red
from
Rock.
Metroid
AI
Dread.
and human greed
That too.
collide to bring Earth to the precipice of collapse. All captured on PlayStation 5
This is
Pro.
getting way too real.
We're now proud to share some gameplay footage with the explosive combat and high-octane driving that you can expect on PlayStation 5 later this year.
At points, it almost feels a little GTA-like. It's probably just the car is giving me that vibe.
Yeah.
And the guns.
Can you get in and out of a car?
Yeah, that's it. That's really the key thing. Getting in and out of a car.
It was an ambush. Do what you can. Do not lose her.
Kaizora says Mind's Eye before GTA 6.
Yeah.
Tires are out. Proceeding on foot. I'm coming to you now. The search and rescue bots. They're malfunctioning. They're attacking us.
I don't know.
It has the potential to be good. It's just going to be overshadowed by GTA 6.
Yeah, that's
like
that's what a lot of things.
Always comes back to this.
Is this the one last thing?
gotta be.
It's gotta be Ghost or Death Stranding, right?
I don't think it's Death Stranding.
This world.
It's Astrobot.
This choice. Every time the sun dies.
Something like Destiny, and I haven't played Destiny in so long, I'm not familiar with it.
I was thinking like Helldivers for a second, but then I was like, the guy's not wearing a mask or anything. It seems a little too serious.
It's got a bit of the cape, though.
But after every death, I always come back stronger. I know that you are.
Yeah, is this Returnal too?
And I
Someone
Yeah,
said
that
in
would
the
make
chat,
sense.
yeah.
After every death, so.
Yeah, the guy said I always come back stronger.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I can't. Is that readable? I don't even know what it says.
Saros.
Well, I guess that's not Returnal, huh?
But it's House Marquee, so. Or House Mark.
Yeah, they make Returnal, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like a spiritual successor, like Perfect Dark to GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Hey everyone,
Yeah.
I'm Gregory Loudon, creative director at Housemarque.
126.
We are thrilled to announce that our latest game, Saros, is launching next year on PS5 and enhanced for PS5 Pro. Saros is the ultimate evolution of the Housemarque gameplay first experience. It's a new single-player IP that builds on Returnal's award-winning third-person action. You play Arjun Devraj, performed by the brilliant Rahul Kohli. Arjun is a powerful enforcer searching for answers on a hostile, shape-shifting planet haunted by an ominous eclipse. All of us at Housemarque can't wait to share more about Saros, with our first look at gameplay coming later this year. Thanks for watching.
You're welcome. It's the least we can do.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Gameplay first, but it's going to be a cinematic trailer for the reveal.
Oh, this is the recap. There has to be one more thing, right?
There's gotta be.
Oh, kind of funny.
Doesn't.
Kind of funny's on there. Oh no, that's it. That is it. I guess it was one more thing. All right. Well, that's it, everyone. So, what did you think, Nick?
So I'm gonna say I was excited because of the Sonic Racing.
Right.
It's so cool to see that. It's cool to have Sonic Riders in there because there hasn't been a Sonic Riders game for like over a decade. So seeing Jet from Sonic Riders, the first one, is amazing. And then that one Warriors game, which I was so shocked about because they just came out with a Warriors game about like a week or two ago. But to see it as like a roguelite Vampire Survivors, I'm gonna buy that tonight and play that right away. So yeah, out of those two, I was excited about. No Ghost of Yote and no Death Stranding 2. I'm like, okay, are they gonna do a bigger like presentation this year? Because those have to get release dates soon. And I thought they were gonna be here, so yeah, I'm a little disappointed by that.
Yeah, chat. Let us know how you're feeling about the state of play. Tom, how did you feel?
You know, I got Sonic and I got more Metal Gear Solid Delta. Pretty cool at the end though. It wasn't Ghost of Yote, but seeing what's next from Housemarque, that's kind of neat. I did love them back in their more arcadey days, and I still have to honestly check out Returnal. It's on PC, so I'll be doing that. And it's just though, it's more like a reminder that Sony had games in general coming up, but nothing huge. Like it wasn't like a hot state of play by any means. So I think, yeah, it's just like a lot of interesting things, but nothing. If you think about it, like later on, like how much of it is actually like must play, must dive into. So
yeah,
middle of the road.
Yeah, I think it was decent. You know, nothing.
Decent, yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, nothing too mind blowing here. I mean, the moment it opened up with Monster Hunter Rise, or not Rise. What's the new game called? Monster Hunter Wild. Thank you. I'm like, okay, this is probably a sign of how this I almost call it a direct, of how this state of play is going to go. Like, not a ton of huge announcements, and not to and not to disparage Monster Hunter at all. That's a big game. It's coming out very soon, so that's exciting. But it's just like, that's not, I feel like, the strongest way to start your state of play if you have big announcements, which I didn't have a ton of, really. But I am excited for Sonic. I actually think that looked really good based on the trailer, especially as one who is a big fan of Diddy Kong Racing, which also had dinosaurs. So I want to see more of that. I thought there were some other good games in there that I hadn't really seen before that I want to check out, or at least intrigued me. So that's also a good thing. So yeah, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't, nothing super exciting here. Let me take that back. Not a lot that's super exciting, I should say. But I did put some games on my list more so than they were already, like that It Takes Two game. Fiction Split or Split Fiction, whatever it is.
Yeah, Split Fiction.
Yeah. And then I'm already forgetting it. Like there were things that they're alike, which I already kind of leave in my mind.
I think we got a reminder just now in chat, the new 2D Shinobi,
which looked good. Yeah, that looked great. Lumas says there was no game that really brings the hype. I think that was the kind of thing. It was kind of missing a tentpole. Sonic's probably the closest there for people who like Sonic games, which always interests me, even if I don't love all of them. But I love kart racing games, and this one looks good. Let's see. Soy Boy Gaming says not too interesting, which is good. So one can get back to the hundreds of games in the backlog. That sounds stressful. If you have that many games, oh my goodness, that would stress me out. That's why I don't keep an official backlog. But it would just cause me more anxiety. You know, it's like, oh, I gotta get through these. You know, yeah. Let's see.
I think this state of play is good for people who like different series, like Yakuza.
Yeah,
like Monster
it was
Hunter.
it was diverse. I will give it that. It was pretty diverse. I didn't feel like there weren't a ton of farming games here. Oh, like how many Nintendo Directs do we have with like 20 farming games each? So, what was Tom? Do you have any other standouts for you?
It's like I feel like the beginning bit was stronger than the second half. The second half it kind of started washing together. So
I was thinking about this, you know, like how State of Plays, Nintendo Directs, or any of these dedicated showcases really go a long ways in helping to cover for bad trailers, or at least trailers that start off bad. Because if you watch a trailer on YouTube and it's boring in the first 10 seconds, you're not going to finish it. But in State of Play, it's a captive audience. They're going to finish it out, and it could show you that there's more to these games than the trailers may always suggest, and I think that's kind of an interesting advantage to being in this. So,
also know they didn't show like that rumored Astrobot PlayStation 5 bundle. That was kind of expected here today, so we didn't get that.
The rumored God of War stuff.
Yeah, not here.
Yeah, the God of War stuff, right? We didn't get that.
So that could be either completely false, or maybe they're saving it for another, Direct or State of Play.
So, I don't know if you guys caught it, but Randy Pitchford or whatever his name is from 2K from Borderlands 4.
Yeah.
I believe he was saying that they're doing a breakdown on another State of Play in a few months. I didn't catch the date or the month. I think maybe April or May. He's like, oh, we're doing a State of Play full breakdown on Borderlands 4. So maybe they're saving Ghosts till then, and maybe Death Stranding.
It could almost act as counter-programming for the Switch 2 blowout, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they know that things will get lost in the hype in just, just a little under 2 months from now. And it may be smart to hold on to your biggest stuff until after the Switch 2 is a known factor, especially if there are games in there that will, it wouldn't benefit Sony any, I guess, but it would benefit third parties if their games are also coming to Switch 2, So the timing may work out better for them. Not that they would advertise it in a State of Play, but you know what I mean.
But like to get off your point, Andre, like Sonic Cross Worlds, like that didn't even get a release date. So they're definitely waiting for Nintendo to put a release date on the Switch, especially with Mario Kart possibly coming out this year.
Yeah.
Possibly. It's probably coming out this year. So I don't think they want that to get buried with Mario Kart at all.
Was there even a year for Sonic? It's got to be this year, right?
Yeah, so like if you go to the very end, I'm at like very in the last minute or so or a few seconds.
Yeah.
It shows all the dates. It just says 2025 for Sonic.
I see. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, the timing almost kind of sucks for them. If Mario Kart ends up being a launch title, they're kind of stuck. I know people will still buy it, but like all the hype's going to go to Mario Kart. Had they been a year earlier, that would have been the time, or even last year, that would have been the time to announce, get it out there. I feel like they have bad timings with these. Like, wasn't there another one of those games that was basically paired with Mario Kart?
Yeah,
the
no,
Mario.
so 20, yeah, Super Mario Wonder, and then Sonic Superstars.
That was
came out
it.
in the same month, 2023, same month. It's just like,
what were you thinking, Sega? How do you not learn?
I don't know if they do that on purpose or it's just like movies, and sometimes you get two movies that are like almost similar coming out, like
Bugs
very
Life and
close to
Ants.
each other, like Deep Impact and
Yeah.
that other aspect
Armageddon.
one. So
How can you forget the classic Armageddon with Aerosmith, a super relevant band these days? But I'm still excited for it.
No, and the thing with the Sonic one or Mario Wonder and the Sonic Superstars, I think Sonic Superstars was priced at $60, and I beat the game in like maybe 5 hours or so.
Yeah.
And I had no reason to go back and play. I was pretty disappointed with it. So I'll be interested in to see what the new Sonic Racing game is going to be priced at, because the last Sonic Racing game, Team Sonic Racing, was only $40. Compared to the previous one, like Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing and
Right.
Transform were both priced at $60.
So, sorry, were you saying that you're hoping the price point will be lower for this one, or?
So it'll be interesting to see where they go with this, because the last one, Team Sonic Racing, definitely felt like a budget title.
It felt like a $40 game.
Yeah, that's the thing. It felt like a $40 game, and
Which-
I'm a big fan of the Team Sonic Racing game. So
Yeah.
to see them cut back the roster, cut back on the tracks, the menu, the UI, everything was just kind of, it was lacking in that
I
way.
mean, credit to them for giving it seemingly an appropriate price point rather than doing the Nintendo
Exactly.
thing where charging full price for a mid-port of a game that's 15 years old. But I think I know what you're getting at, where you'd rather a $60 game that justifies its price, right? Where a game that you don't want to skip, which the first few games in the Sonic Racing series were. By the way, Sonic R, bring that back. That game was amazing.
yeah.
But also, I want to give a shout out to Metal Gear Delta. I know Tom did earlier, but I'm actually really excited for that game. And I think this is one of the better looks we've seen of it, and it put it back on my radar. It's like it was kind of easy to overlook for a while, for me at least. But I'm excited for that game. It's the best Metal Gear in my opinion, and it seems like they've really upgraded it to a massive degree. So I'm really excited to revisit that.
Yeah, and I hope more studios take the. I'm going to put Capcom as the example, or poster child of remaking these older games, because they did it with Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4, and then this definitely feels like the same thing. It was just like, oh, let's just bring a classic game, remake it from the ground up. I mean, it's still probably going to play the same, but it's going to look brand new. So my hope, going back to Sonic, I really hope they do that with Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Please, Sega, please do that for those.
And it's just in their back pocket to do at one point. It's like, we don't have ideas. There's some people that grew up on Sonic Adventure that are developers now want to do it. It's like, yeah, and then they'll do it. So it's just the way it goes, and like it just at some point they will. Like they'll probably have it. They probably don't want to do two at once. They'll just do one at a time, and everyone will go crazy. They'll do super well. They'll add in hopefully some new content to it, like they did with Shadow recently. Yeah, but back to Metal Gear Solid Delta though, like seeing the Shagahod scene at the end, like is that going to be an even better end sequence? Sorry, like if that might, like, just know that the ending of Metal Gear Solid 3 is crazy and well worth it.
It's so good. That game is so good. And two, like I said during the event, during the trailer, like it's so good. Even though I pegged it as Metal Gear pretty quick, even before Snake emerged, like I legitimately wasn't sure if it was somehow a new game and not Delta, even though obviously it likely had to be Delta. But like I'm like, none of these scenes are quite as I remember. And then of course, there are some scenes that are similar. I'm like, okay, this is obviously the remake. But that's just a credit to how good it looks now. And it's always been a good looking game. It's probably one of the best looking games on PS2. But we've come a long way since then. So I'm really excited for this.
And I think this is going to be
sorry, real
their
quick.
first...
Toon Gohan says that Metal Gear trailer was already shown like last week also. Well, if I had known that, I'll be even more disappointed then. So
I'm pretty sure it got leaked.
Oh, did it? Okay, that's an issue. Sorry to continue.
Yeah, so, but I think this is Konami's first Metal Gear game since the, what was it, that Metal Gear, not Rising Revenge, Metal Gear, is the, like, zombie one.
Yeah.
It was that is their first one since then, which I feel like that was almost like 10 years ago, because that came out shortly after Metal Gear Solid 5.
Right.
They kind of did those remasters recently.
Oh yeah, they did do those.
Kind of middle of the road, but that's all they've done for Metal Gear. So.
Real quick, Carlos. Shout out to Carlos, by the way, for moderating our chat. Thank you, Carlos. They say, I'm so excited for Metal Gear Solid Delta. I just fear a little about needing to play other titles to understand it. So that's a fair concern. If I remember correctly, chat, you may know better. I don't think you need to necessarily have played the previous games. You may want to catch up on a couple of notes on, like, who Solid Snake is, for example. But otherwise, I don't think you really need the previous games to play them. I think when I played at the time, I didn't know a ton about Metal Gear lore. I had played the games, but I didn't really retain much. And I enjoyed it just fine, despite that, so...
The thing is, it's not technically the first one in the series, because there's like the 2D ones before it, but it predates...
Right, it predates everything!
Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't really matter, I think, right.
It'd be like the first one.
And I definitely never played the NES and arcade games, or TurboGrafx, whatever it was on. I didn't play those at all, so...
Yeah, even if you need something to like help you, there's definitely stuff on YouTube you can find to kind of give you like a backstory. But like you said, I'm pretty sure 3 is technically the first one in the 3D series. And what does it go, like 3, then 1 or 2?
3, 1, 2...
And then 4 is the last one, technically?
I think so, yeah. Is that right, Tom?
Yeah, I think 4 is the last one. I think 5 slots back...
5's earlier,
into
then,
it,
right?
And I didn't actually play through 5 at the time because I was disappointed with the whole Kojima thing, but I saw something recently where it kind of fits different, apparently, at the end.
I haven't played that one.
5's amazing. It's the best gameplay out of all of them, hands down.
That's saying a lot. I love the gameplay in 3.
I know. The gameplay is outstanding. The story is terrible. The story is not good at all. But the gameplay, it lets you, if you want to be chaotic and run around and use a rocket launcher to kill guys, you can do that. If you want to be stealthy, you can do that. It's so wacky. It's so Kojima. It's definitely a good one.
I may have to try that, actually. So, all right. Glad to hear that, Carlos. So I think we're about ready to wrap it up. Any final thoughts, Nick or Tom, about anything in this state of play?
Tom?
I'm gonna say that this state of play kind of lacked that sizzle that we wanted direct, but probably like the actual gameplay of some of these titles is quite good. Like if you actually get down to playing the games, I think it's covered all the bases. It's just the presentation wasn't quite there and the hype.
Right. You think so, Nick?
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, let me just play these, show a little bit less cinematic stuff. But again, let us play them. We are getting that test beta, right, for Sonic Crossworlds? Or Crosswords?
Yeah, I think that's 21st.
Yeah, so that's pretty soon.
Oh, that's real soon.
Yeah, that's next week. So hopefully that's coming to Switch. Hopefully it's easy to obtain. Like, we don't have to go through a bunch of hoops to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm definitely going to be trying that out.
That'll be fun. Yeah, I want to try that out too. That and Delta were the highlights for me here, so I'm really excited for those. And there were other games too, like the one we're looking at right now on the stream, being Split Fiction, I believe, that I want to check out. So yeah, this direct, or this, I keep calling it direct. I will never divorce Sony's thing from a direct, which is amazing to see how Nintendo actually invented something, online. Like that's so unlike Nintendo, but they actually did it first. Anyways, it put some games on my radar that I definitely want to check out. And it kind of felt like a reminder of like, hey, there are still things coming to our system. Like, that Switch 2, don't worry about it, Unfortunately, there wasn't a ton of huge announcements here, but still, it kind of served as a reminder that PlayStation's still getting games, which obviously it will for some time. And, it's not a bad way to start the year. Hopefully, the next State of Play, though, really, steps it up in terms of, like, excitement. So, all right. Well, I think Super Smash. I think, Nick, did you get a ticket for the Switch 2 event? I can't remember.
No, I'm waiting. I know, I'm trying to get one from a friend of a friend. I know they're not transferable or whatever, but I'm trying to work things out.
I doubt they're checking ID, yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to check my me and be like, wait a minute, this doesn't look like you. Like,
that'd be hilarious. That'd be so good. Use me's for identification. I got into the one in Dallas, I believe, the Texas one, which isn't super close to me, but I'll drive the 5 hours to get there to check it out. Unfortunately, it's later in the month. So yeah, and Tom, did you find out about your Japan ones?
No, I haven't got anything on the Japan one yet, so I'm gonna check.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't know. I know they sometimes operate on different schedules, so it's possible they haven't sent them out yet. But yeah,
I don't think the wish list ones have gone out yet, because I check it almost every single day, and I still haven't gotten a wish list notification or anything.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll find out soon. So with that, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for joining us for the State of Play. We will be back, obviously, for more once the Switch 2 hits. If not, any sooner, there's any other directs. But we'll definitely be here April 2nd for the big one. That'll be exciting. And we have also streams over on Twitch every Monday and Friday, or we try to most Monday and Friday. So check us out over there. Otherwise, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you later for our next stream or video. There'll probably be more videos much sooner than our next stream, but we'll see. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Oh, and Nick, where can people follow you at besides our shorts here on the channel?
Yeah, you can follow me on my own YouTube channel, Steftendo, STEFTNDO, as in like my last name, Stefanacci, and then Nintendo. I make shorts over there, and like Andre said, I make shorts here on GameXplain.
All right, we'll look forward to any Sonic shorts we may have coming up here. So, all right, and Tom, where can people follow you at? And the progress of your own indie game you've been making, being Carpoon.
Yeah, I have like 6 main things left to do, so I've been getting through one of them where I had a funny double music bug, which annoyed me forever. So, but getting along now that I've kind of settled in a bit, and yeah, you can find that on Steam. It's in part of Couch Co-op Fest, the demo there. If you haven't checked it out already, just search Carpoon, like car harpooning. You can find me hidden in every single thumbnail, and I'll be waiting for Blasto at the next State of Play.
Also, I just realized this, Tom, how similar it is to Cartoon. It's like Cartoon with a P, right?
I know. Yeah, it always tries. That's the autocorrect always tries to make it go to that.
Darn you, autocorrect! It'll all correct to auto. It's just fitting. Autocorrect to Carpoon soon enough. I guarantee it, Tom. So, all right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye.